Welcome everybody to the channel. With us here, Denis Puric. Denis the Bosnian Menace, man.
What's up, man? How you doing?
It's a pleasure, bro.
It's my pleasure, man.
Like, listen, we're in your hood. We're in your ring. This is your studio. This is where you train.
Yes.
This is your life.
It's my life. That's right. And welcome to my home.
Thank you so much, brother.
This is my home away from home.
Oh, thank you so much. So the questions that I wanted to ask you, you had like a big fight with Rodtang just recently. I think you did great, man.
Thank
Like,
you.
you know what I mean? Like,
Thank you.
Like we watched it, like I was tense, like holding on the table and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want you to talk about that. Like I'll ask you questions how it all started and stuff like that. So why Denis Bosnian Menace, man?
It just replicates who I am. I used to be a little menace growing up.
Okay.
I used to cause a lot of shit.
Right.
I was a troublemaker. So,
Yeah.
that name just kind of stuck, you know, and it rhymes. It goes well with what I do, and kind of just stuck to it.
So look, man, like as I said, like, you know, Denis the Bosnian Menace, like you're like a little bit of a troublemaker.
Yes.
But then you got to the top, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
you know, it's I guess it's just destiny. You know, I was always I started martial arts when I was very young. I actually started in a refugee camp back home in Bosnia.
right.
And then when we escaped the refugee camp to get into Slovenia,
Right.
I started doing Taekwondo. I was about I started in refugee camp when I was 8, and then I found a Taekwondo trainer when we escaped the refugee camp when we got into Slovenia. It's probably about 9 or 10. Started with Taekwondo, and then I figured I was very good. I started attending tournaments and stuff like that, and I lost my first one, but then the second, the third, I just started winning gold, first place every time. So I figured
So I
it
can
was,
tell, man, like all these trophies everywhere, man.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, it's a years of work. If you look at some of these trophies, like,
Right.
man, I got medals from 1996.
So we couldn't bring all of them here, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah.
So, but where did you find the motivation, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like in that camp and stuff like that, as you mentioned, you were 9 years old. Like, you know what I mean?
So the way it happened,
What happened,
was,
bro?
we used to play soccer in the fields, right? And then one day there was a horse running by, and it ran by and it stepped on a landmine, and freaking thing
Get outta
just
here.
exploded in front of us, maybe like 200 meters
Yeah.
away from us, something like that.
But in your eyesight, right?
It was in the field where we used to play soccer, and then we figured that was a minefield.
Right.
So when that happened, we ran over to the house, because you know, in the houses, one house would host like 4 to 5 different families, right? So when we went back, we told our parents, and then obviously parents didn't let us go play soccer anymore. And then there was a guy who started teaching karate just out of the camp. And
Right.
I remember like it was yesterday. My mom made me a karate suit from window curtains. She knew how to sew. Right?
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Imagination, you know what I'm
It's crazy.
saying?
It's crazy. So then I started doing that, and then when we escaped to go to Slovenia, so the reason why that happened was that they had to keep us busy. Us kids, you know, we
Yeah.
always want. We were young, man. We always want
Menace,
to do
right?
something, want to play, want to do this. But our parents didn't let us play soccer anymore in the fields. So there was a guy that was teaching karate, and we kind of all joined up and started doing that just to keep the kids busy.
Busy, entertained, right?
Exactly,
Like,
because
yeah.
you know how kids get. You know what I mean? We always want to do something. We get annoying to our parents, and
Right.
then so that's how we started. And then when we went to Slovenia, my dad. There was a Bosnian guy actually who was a head trainer who had this Taekwondo school. Muhammad something, I forgot his last name. It was so long ago, man. I've been
Right.
doing martial arts for 30 years.
Holy.
This was about 30 years ago. So yeah, man. So
So
then I
so
started doing that.
yeah. So how did you decide? I mean, like, you know, like I even watched that, you know, fight with Rodtang and stuff like that. You know what I mean? like in my opinion, the first round you were kind of a little bit, you know what I mean? Like you're an entertainer, you know what I mean? Like when I see you got the punch, you're good. Stand in my opinion, like you're good everywhere, but you have that, you know, once you focus that, you know,
Yeah.
opponent.
I have good boxing and I have a lot of experience. Right. Like I said, I got 30
got the
years,
top, bro.
30 years of fighting experience. Well, it took this long, you know, and I'm just blessed, you know, that I am where I am because it's been a lot of hard work and it's been a long time coming.
So another question: have you ever been in a situation before a fight, or just general situation in life where you asked yourself, "Why am I doing this, man?" Like, you know what I mean?
So I was in the first time that happened to me. Actually, that happened to me quite a few times.
Okay.
But first time that happened to me was I was in Mongolia,
Okay.
and it was Inner Mongolia. I think Mongolia was part of China. Inner Mongolia is part of China.
Rough, man.
So I went there, and I was there with literally a coach that didn't even speak English. He was a Japanese guy.
You speak Japanese?
I don't speak Japanese. He doesn't speak English. So we're kind of communicating through an app or through a phone.
And he's your coach
So
or
he
whatever?
was my corner because I was living in Thailand at that time, and then they got me a fight in Hohat, Mongolia. That was the city called Inner Mongolia, and you know, I'm there with this freaking guy. I don't know what he doesn't know what I'm saying. I don't know what he's saying, but he's just a guy that was in my corner because he was a jiu-jitsu guy, and I really when it comes to fighting, I don't need guidance in striking because I'm a master at that.
Sure.
But the ground, it was an MMA fight, but I need guidance when it comes to grounds, right?
Sure.
Because that's not my thing, right? So
It's not your style, right?
yeah, so I brought him with me because I was training with him before the fight, right? And then, yeah, man, just before I went up, I was in the back room, in the locker room, and I'm just like talking to myself, you know, bro, why am I doing this? You know, why do I do this for? Do I want to go out there? You know, I'm timid, I'm like, you know, I'm nervous, I'm fucking shaking and shit. And then
You're alone too, right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So then it's like another person came into my head, like, buddy, you're fucking born for this shit. Get out there and show them who you really are, you know. So I have these demons sometimes that talk to me, and I have to like fight with them back. And
that's okay.
you know, but that was one of the times that happened to me, and it happened to me 2 or 3 times after that. But I always have that other guy coming in and just be like, bro,
Giving you confidence, you know what I mean?
You're born for this. You've been doing this your whole life. This is what you're meant to do, and just go out there and do your best.
So I heard a story. I don't know if it's true or not. That you fought in a jail somewhere in Asia.
Yeah, in Thailand.
In Thailand?
Yeah. So
How did you end up in
So
in a
in
fight
Thailand-
in a jail, bro?
look, man, Thailand fighting is part of life. That's their national sport. It's like soccer back home.
100%.
Right. In the Thai prisons, they have a program where they fight to get their time reduced
Okay.
for lesser time, and this is actually like part of a government program, and the show is televised.
It's televised?
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. It's called Prison Fight Thailand. It was called, the event is called, actually I have the shorts right there on the wall. Those white
Okay.
shorts, it was called Fighting Backwall. That was the promotion. And it was televised, and what they do is they bring in, you know, foreigners to fight against the Thais. So everybody that goes into the prison to fight against the Thai inmates, they represent Thailand and we represent our country.
Yeah, our country.
So yeah, they would never fight a Thai. It was more like international.
Yeah, like an outside
Yeah,
person or a fighter,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. Yeah. So they would be inviting us to come and, you know, and they would fight for their freedom, basically.
Wow. So how did that feel, man? Like, you know what I mean? Just going knowing that these guys have nothing to lose,
nothing
man.
to lose. And these guys are professional fighters who fought. You know, the guy I fought was a Lumpinee champion. When you're a Lumpinee champion, you're already considered the best fighter in the world. You know,
Okay.
one of the best. Those are the best of the best fighters fight in Lumpinee Stadium. And he was a Lumpinee champ before before
Before he got
that
like
happened. Yeah, before.
you know,
So the
history.
guy I fought, he was doing 52 years. He got sentenced to 52
52
years. He had like 2 murders and some drug charges or something. And
So
yeah,
what
man.
happened? Like, I mean, like, did you?
I went in, I fought my best.
That's
I
it,
lost, but I've lost against a really good. Imagine, bro, these guys don't do nothing but train all day. They're fighting for freedom. So it's not
100%.
going to be
Nothing to lose, bro.
Yeah, it's not
Nothing
going
to
to be
lose.
an easy walk in there.
So,
But it was
so,
quite an experience, that's for sure.
so I have a question for you. If we gave each other 10, 15 minutes, because I'm no fighter whatsoever. Okay, I don't train, don't fight. You know, I'm this kind of guy. Okay. Would you show me a couple of moves?
Of course.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what I do.
Okay, maybe at the end of the video we can get into that.
100%.
But let me get into Rodtang. I mean, that's like the whole world was talking about that. Like, you know what I mean? That was a big fight, and you know, like a lot of people in your progress, getting where you are right now. You know, like maybe they didn't believe that you're gonna get that high, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Look, man, people's opinion don't really bother me.
I like that. That's fair.
That doesn't get to me. Again, I have lots of experience when it comes to this. You know, I've been up, I've been down, and honestly, it doesn't really get to me what people say. That just motivates me to do better. You know.
I've been through a lot of in my life, brother. 20 years in the game.
The hard times are the times of glory. The toughest thing in the world is to find what you're good at. You gotta find your dreams.
For the victory lap, though. Whoa, whoa. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I should overcome. What for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and stormy shore seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no challenge for champions and chain no fear. Yep, the champ is here. Switch gears, recruiting hitters in the rear. At the blood, sweat, and tears, and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't believe it. Let me tell you something, man. Before I even got signed to one championship, this was during COVID. Because during COVID, there was only 2 events that were having shows. Was UFC and one championship.
That's right.
And those are the times where Rodtang really kind of blew up during COVID.
Right.
And you know, I was at home. I was actually sitting at my friend's house and we were watching the fights. And I'm like, I really like this guy. You know, a fucking guy comes out, put on a show. But what it really hit me was that when I watch him fight, I kind of see myself, you know, because we have the same styles, same aggression, same showman type spirit,
Sure.
you know. And as we kept watching this guy fight, one day I told my friends, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna fight this guy one day. My friends are like, bro, you're too old, you're ready to retire, man. Shut up and just sit down and
Yeah.
enjoy the fight. I'm like, you guys don't believe me, but watch me. You know,
Respect, bro.
watch me. And
Alright.
it took 3 years since that time because when I got signed, the borders started opening up a little bit, and I'm like, I told my girlfriend, I'm like, baby, I gotta get the hell out of here. I gotta go chase this contract. I need this fight. And she supported me. She believed in me, and she's like, babe, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta
Well
go
done,
and get it done. So I went to Thailand. I actually took my dad with me, and
What was the old man saying? What's going on here, bro?
yeah. So I took my dad to Thailand before.
Oh, okay.
He's visited me back in like 2015.
You lived there, right?
I lived there. Yeah, I lived in Thailand for 5 years. And,
Wow.
And I also lived in China. I've done some work in China. But so anyway, I brought my dad, and you know, I started training right away, and then I just started making videos, tagging one championship and tagging Chatri and tagging, and I'm like, yo, I'm here, I'm coming for Rodtang, you know, you guys can't hide him from me forever.
Get out.
Everybody was just laughing and joking. They thought it was a joke. It took me 2 months from the day I got to Thailand to me getting a contract. It took 2 months.
That's fast.
So I got, well, because they already knew who I was from before that, because I've lived in Thailand, I spent time in China, I fought the biggest names in the world. My whole career I've been fighting. I fought some of the biggest shows in the world. I fought in K1 World Max in 2014. I fought Bellator, I fought Kunlun Fight, I fought
Respect.
everywhere, man. I fought on some of the biggest shows in the world except for UFC because I couldn't go to the States. As a youngster, I got into some trouble hanging out with
Yeah.
losers and shit.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
you know,
It happens, man.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but this is maybe an opportunity to show these teenagers and youngsters that if you have the urge to fight and you have that inner feeling, come and train, man. There's
sure.
opportunity. You don't have
100%.
to sit somewhere in jail in any country or,
Yeah,
or
no,
get in
100%.
trouble, man. Do it the right way, right?
yeah, man. And you know what? And it's never too late because I'm 39 years old today, and you just see me have the best fight of my life against one of the best guys in the world. You know, at 39, he's 26 years
I
old.
know, man.
I'm almost 40 years old, and I'm still out here competing at the highest level, you know, against the top guys in the world, and you know, and that's just proof telling you that it's doable. It just takes a strong mind, courage, and will, and believing in yourself, believing in what you're capable of, and you know, putting in the work. Of course, man, that's like number one.
So a couple of situations. So one situation when you were young, right? Like all these tense situations in your life, and then you were focused. And then, you know, the virus, Corona, and all of that shake in the world happened, and you were still focused. You were still going after what you were going, right? And then we're sitting here in Canada, in Hamilton. This is your club, your ring, your space. Why?
Soy dogs.
Oh, soy dogs.
Soy dogs.
Soy.
So soy dogs is it's a term.
What does soy mean? What
it's
does
a-
soy mean?
So soy means like a street or like a small street or a back alley. That's what it means in the Thai language. And in Thailand, they have a lot of these soy dogs, which are like stray dogs or whatnot. And just kind of tribute to that. So, and another reason why is because one day I was actually in Thailand. I was running. I'm cutting weight, freaking 50 degrees outside, and I got this like rubber suit on
Oh
so I
my
could
gosh.
sweat and lose this weight. So I'm going crazy because it's freaking hot. I'm like depleted and like, you know, you're when you're cutting weight, if you ever tried it, trust me, it gets
To you,
right?
bro. Gets to
So then I'm running and fucking 6 of these damn dogs starts chasing me.
Wow.
Like they just, and these, you don't want these things to bite you because you don't get all kind of disease because they're raggedy, dirty, and just scar. You know these guys, these things.
Yeah,
have-
of course.
They look
Living
like
on the street.
zombie dogs,
Yeah.
bro. You know. So they started chasing me. I was like running, and then I remember watching a video saying if you keep running away, they're gonna keep chasing you. You gotta just kind of turn away and face them.
Oh, damn.
So when that thing popped in my head, I turned around. I'm like, ah! I started, and I see them started backing up, and now I'm like yelling at them. I'm like, ah, right? I'm
In that suit, right?
yeah, in the freaking suit, and I'm going crazy. Bro, I was ready to die that day. I was ready,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna kill
Let's
one of
go.
these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then I see people coming out of their homes, and they're like, they're laughing. I'm like, what the fuck are you
Yo, what do
laughing?
you
Come
want?
and help me, bro. Like I'm about to die here with these goddamn dogs. So that's one of those days that I'll never forget, and it's kind of like, so that's how I kind of named my gym Soy Dogs because it represents who I
What
really
it is,
am, right?
exactly.
And what I do is, I'm a street. I grew up in the streets too,
Yeah.
and obviously coming from a war-torn country, and it just kind of suits what I do and who I am.
Yeah, and you still carry those flags. You carry like a Canadian flag and you carry
Yeah.
a Bosnian flag.
Well, yeah, I mean, I gotta pay homage, and I came to this country. This country kind of saved us.
Of course.
Give me a new life. So I always will represent Canada, but I don't forget where I come from. So
Yeah,
I carry both flags on my back.
respect. So I also I can sense that, and I can feel it, and I saw it even the other day. We came here just to set up all of this interview with you, and I'm extremely thankful and blessed to have you here.
I appreciate that.
But I see all of these people here, like on the streets, they're walking by, kids, dads, moms, dog, everybody, man. Like they're greeting you, they're hugging you, high-fiving you, you know what I mean? Like you bring that positive vibe, man.
You want Rodtang, but look, Rodtang's tied up. He's going to have a kickboxing tune-up fight in June, it sounds like. Then he's going to have Takeru in September in Japan. I imagine you don't want to wait till next year to fight him. So anyone else on your mind?
Rodtang, only. He's the only one on my mind. Listen, if he's doing a kickboxing fight, I would be more than happy to put on the 10-ounce gloves and bang with the kickboxing. We can do MMA, we can do mixed rules, we can start how you want and we can finish how you want. Whatever you want, man, line it up, bro. I don't, big gloves, small gloves, no gloves, fuck, I don't care. Let's go, man. Line it up. No, I don't care what people say. For me, you and Buakaw is king. You understand? This is why I want to fight. I don't care, I win, I lose.
Today,
No, it's okay.
he's nervous, he's stressed.
Hey, don't stress. Don't stress. Hey, tell him if he ever needs anything, to let me know. I'm always there for him. Okay? If you want to talk, anything, to call me, I'm always there for
You
you.
guys come to Canada, you want to take vacation
Yeah.
in Canada, you come together and stay, no problem.
You come stay at my home, okay?
ไปบ้านเขาได้ไปนอนบ้าน
Don't
เขาได้
cry, please. Hey.
อย่าร้องไห้อย่าร้องไห้อย่าร้องไห้
I get that a lot, man.
You know what I mean?
People feed off my energy, and I get that a lot, and it's just who I am, man. I always try to stay positive, bring good energy to my surroundings, especially in the gym. It's like you need that kind of you need those kind of things because people
need
come
the
to
vibe,
the gym.
right?
Yeah, but that thing is like a lot of people sometimes they come tired. They're not really looking forward to training. You just kind of come here.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, but then I come in and I start, give them my energy. I'm very positive. I'm easygoing. I'm, make jokes
Easy to
and
talk
shit. Like,
to and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So they kind of feed off that energy. It gives them a better workout because I bring that kind of energy to the table. So and they feed off that, and I think that's why a lot of people keep coming back.
Right.
Because of that.
So I think it's time for us to give me that 10 minutes of training to see if I will be able to learn something. Don't be a soy dog on me right now because I don't wanna die. So
Don't worry, we
if
got
you guys wanna watch this 10 minutes of the next segment, you're gonna see it in this video. Click below. Please like, subscribe, and share. And Denis, the Bosnian Menace, I appreciate it, my brother.
man.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Let's go train.
Watch it, freak. Let's go. Hey.